Hi there and welcome to another workout. We've been doing lots of videos lately, so this is my fourth workout of the day, but let's hope I survive it. I'm sure you will. We're going to do 30 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We're going to do a slight warm up, which will be included in this interval timer. So we're going to start. Don't forget to like, comment or share. So first thing we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, there you go. We're doing a few little star jumps just to get the heart rate up. I'm already there actually after having done a few workouts today. But we can do the star jumps. Remember, if you want to just work out at home and you're new to it, you can do a star jump this way. So, first thing, we're going to get a dumbbell or a water bottle. Our feet are going to be shoulder width apart, and we're just going to do a little side bend just to make our obliques, that's the muscles down here, that sort of run across. Going to warm those up, and we can reach as far as we like. If you find it difficult, take your feet a little bit wider, give yourself more support. If you want to make it harder for your core, put your feet together. It's all about compromising your balance. Whenever you want to work the core, the closer your feet are together, if you're doing an standing up exercise, that's harder for your core because it's trying to stop you wobbling about. If you have your legs wide, that's such a wide base of support that your core doesn't have to work so hard. Here we go. Go the other way. So all the way through all my routines, I try to explain why we're doing these things. And obviously, it's April 2020 we're recording this. I'm 55 now. There's nothing to stop you exercising at any age. There's no excuse. You can start at any age. We have clients in their 80s who are starting exercises and doing really well for it. So the next exercise we're going to do, I'm going to just show you how hard it is with the core, is we're going to do 2 bicep curls and then we're going to do 2 shoulder raises. Now if you find that too difficult, then widen your stance. Okay? So the reason this is difficult for the core is because when I throw the weight out in front of me like that, my core wants to go to one side. Okay, so I'm going to swap arms. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, and then back. So now we're going to do alternates. That's 1 and 1, and then over the other side. So I've got a bit slow because I've waffled. Okay, so the next thing is called stacking. So you're going to need 2 weights or 2 water bottles. Now if you go wide and put your arms out, what you're going to do is just stack the weights in front of each other. So let's see if you can see what I mean. We're just going to stack, then unstack. Stack, then unstack. So if you're finding it hard with your arms out straight, then you can narrow, bring it into your body. The closer the weights are to your body, the less strenuous it is for you. Because obviously having the weights out there is very difficult to hold. So you must keep your arms nice and straight, and stack and stack. So it's all about gravity really. If you've got the weights near you, it's pretty easy to hold them. As soon as you put your arms out, that's much, much harder. The lever, your arm, is stretched out. So that's just a little principle. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to twist slightly and punch them up to the sky. That's good. I'm working up a sweat, I hope you are. If you want to make this a bit harder, you can do a little squat as you rotate and push. If you want to make it harder, if you want to make it easier, then you just stand wide and just push your arms up. So if you're seated, by the way, all of these you can do. with just your arms. You don't have to move your lower body for everything. So you could follow along all the way. So now we're going to do a squat. So if you're seated, like I say, this bit you can't do, and you just have to wait for the lower body, but you can have a little upper body, but you can have a little rest here. So the squat, how we're going to do that is a little jump and then squat in front. Jump. So if you can't do this, I always say, well, let's have a little alternative. So if you're seated and you can't move too much, you can mimic the move by bringing your knees up. Hold on, just bring your knees up. Just do something to get your legs working. That's fantastic. So the same thing, if you're seated, you can just move the legs. We're going to do a different workout now for our lower body. But if you're seated, you can have your legs there and then just bring them out. And if you're able to stand and you've got some movement, we're going to do that now. A little squat down. It's always good to keep yourself moving front to back and laterally, that means to the side. Underestimated movement this is. So like I say, if you're seated, you can still do something. You can bring your knees up, take them out, bring them up. Excellent. Okay, so that chair's coming in handy. Next thing we're going to do is upper body. So these exercises, they work the whole body. And what we're going to do is a bicep curl, and then we're going to push our arms up to the sky. And we could do this with the dumbbells. We can do it with water bottles. Or you could do just the movement, up and up. Bicep curl and up. So my little workout sheet I'm following is available if you just message me. And we'll try and put it somewhere so it's easy to download if you want to. But we've got videos on YouTube, on Facebook, on our Patreon site, where if you like all the free stuff, you can make a donation. And we're up. Okay. So that's our first 9 exercises. And like I say, I'm following a workout sheet here. And then we're going to look at the next one. So we've now got some jumping jacks with weights. If you want to do it with weights.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. So jumping jack with weights. So my arms are slightly in front of me with a slight bend in the elbow. Now, if that's too difficult, as always, put the weights down, just do the movement. And if you're seated, you got it right, you can do just the movement seated. There's nothing to stop you doing some sort of movement. So we've got our 20 seconds rest. So we're following the interval timer there. We're back to our weights. And now we're going to imagine that we've got a big fishing rod and we're going to wind in a big catch of the day. So again, going back to the core work, you can keep your feet together and do it. Or you can have your feet nice and wide, depending on how it feels. And then you're going back the other way once you get halfway through. That's good. And that there is the first part of the workout, which you could repeat. But if you want to stick with it and do a bit more, that's fine.